There she is.
Hello. Can you hear me okay? I can't see you or anything yet.
Oh, wait. Now I hear you.
Oop, I think I hear you.
I got some audio, but no video.
No video?
No video. If you hover over on the Zoom, like over on the Zoom window down towards the bottom, it should bring up your menu, and there should be a video camera in the bottom left-hand corner that should allow you to start it. There you go. Boom. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm good as usual. How are you?
Fine, no problems.
Good. That's what I like to hear. How's your week been so far?
Well, the CD, trying to finish the CD has been arduous, to say the least. I actually moved a guy in to my other side of my house over here, and we have been working nonstop trying to get it done. So
no way.
Because I want to do some CDs. The release is 3/16, so
I
have to finish by the 22nd to get it off. So I'm halfway done.
Okay, what date is the actual, or what I should say, what day of the week is it? Do you know off the top of your head?
Saturday.
It's Saturday? Okay.
What are you going to say? Like I say, I booked a show here locally. We're going to do a show that day. Yeah, the 16th. Saturday.
Okay, then I'd like to have you launched with the website on the 15th. So it's basically ready for a sneak peek. So as soon as that goes live on Saturday, we can just say, hey, you can already buy here. We've got it ready to go. Site's active. Boom, you're ready.
I think I've already buying it.
You what? People are already buying it?
So, yeah.
No shit. That's fucking awesome.
Jordan put it up, and so people have just been, where's it at? Where's it at? So I sent them the link, and they already started buying it.
So basically, it's live. Jordan's going to have, a mini launch party for you type of deal on the 16th? Is that his goal?
I didn't think it would be available until the 16th, but he said that he put it up there, and I went and looked at it. And I ordered some, and I sold all the ones I had. And then some friends of mine, like I said, they've been bugging me to death, and so they went and bought it. So
that is so exciting. That's got to be such a good feeling to see that actually up and running like that, huh? That's cool. Okay, so basically what we're going to do today, today's going to be a super short session because I just want to touch base on any questions since we're still waiting on the copy from Tanya. I'm kind of in the midst of a waiting period. She did email me this morning looking for the rest of the summary that Jordan sent over her, so I will get that over to her as soon as we're done, and she should have that first draft to me in the next couple of days. So the good part is as soon as she gets everything to me, I can just whip out what I need to do. I've already got your stuff laid out, so basically all I got to do is fill in the blanks with what she's going to be sending me. So that's going to be a real quick process. So super excited about that. That gives us plenty of time for a launch date on the 15th. We're way ahead of schedule with that. So that's the good news. The kind of opening the air things that I want to cover is the CD we were talking about here, having the music on the site and all that stuff. Just kind of fine tuning these details. And real quick, I just want to share my screen. This is another author. She's pretty famous, and I like the way she's got herself branded. Her name is Rebecca Campbell, and the brand is Rebecca Campbell, but her book that she's really famous is The Light is the New Black. And she's got a couple of other ones, but I'm just going to show you her website real quick to show you how she's branded as an author, and you can sample her work, get a chapter or get the audio from the clips and stuff. So I just want to show that to you real quick, just to give you an idea of where I'm going with things. Okay, so right away, she's got this little opt-in for somebody to go ahead and get this meditation. For you, we're probably going to have a sample of the chapter or a sample chapter of the book, or maybe you want to do a free audio clip from the music. We'll need to determine that. But we'll have
audio clip would be good.
Okay, so we want to do an audio clip.
So did you do this website? This doesn't look like yours.
No, this isn't me. This girl is super famous, and it's a little cluttered for me when it comes time to the actual taste of the site. My stuff's a lot more clean, a lot more white space. But what I really want to get you to see is how she's got the option to do all of these things that I'm brainstorming for you. Audio clip is opt-in. I'm going to need... Do you think that audio clip will be one whole song from the soundtrack?
Yeah, or 30 seconds. You tell
okay.
me.
It would probably be a better thing to give them a whole song. Okay. That way they can get a free download with the song, and then, they can go ahead and buy the rest of it if they want, or however we do that. So I'll need one of those song files, whichever one you're comfortable with giving away for free. Send that over as an MP3 whenever you get a chance. That way I can work with it to do what I need to do for that. MP3 of song file. And I'll send you a wrap up with all this too. I'm just getting my notes down here. Okay. So obviously she's got a lot going on. We're not going to need all this crap. But you can get the idea of what she's got going on. There's ways to kind of engage with her, interact with her app if she wants. But what I really liked was, damn, there's a lot of shit. So if you have some sort of clip that you want to share, maybe you want to record a video of yourself just talking to your audience, we can add something like that. That's a possibility. She's got a little clip here where she kind of just does a little intro of who she is, what she's about, talks about the book. And again, this isn't anything you have to do, but these are fun things to really get your, people to understand exactly who you are right out the gates. If they can get a video clip of you just right away, it's going to allow them to immediately kind of have a feel for who you are because they feel like they're having a conversation with you.
Like how long?
Just like a 30-second clip, hey, I'm Kelly Brewer. I'm the author of, I can't remember the whole title off the tip of my tongue, but, this book is, from the soul of my blah, blah, blah. I created this book because whatever. I really hope you enjoy it. Opt in for a free song from the CD here, or, send your email down below and get a free chapter. Whatever we decide to do, we can finalize that at the end. But just give them some instruction of what to do when they get to your site. Tell them who you are, what the book's about, why should they buy the book, why should they even care, really.
Right. Okay.
And then she's also got, she's changed it since I sent this to you. Hold on.
Goddess Isis? What is she, like a pagan or something?
No, she's really more what she calls herself a light worker. She's kind of just a new age person who is bringing this new concept. It's not a new concept. It's just a modern way of talking about, I don't want to say magic because that's not really quite the word either. Just a new way of looking at the universe, God, without using the term God per se, things like that. She's very soulful and spiritual, but without being super religious.
Gotcha.
Okay, so this is the book that she's really famous for. So you can see right away, she's got this little video clip here that's going to talk about the book and why you should kind of want to buy it. But then if you scroll down a little bit farther, you can, order it on Amazon. You can order it directly from the site if we need to. Shows a little cover sample of what the book looks like. And then she's got some sample playlists here, which is what I really liked. You can download a free chapter. You can listen to some audio clips from the book, which in your case would be songs from the CD. If you end up doing an audio book version at all, you can have an audio chapter that somebody could listen to on here. These are all things that you can do eventually if you come down to it.
Or I could record a chapter myself and put it on there maybe.
Totally. And that's just kind of what I wanted to give you some food for thought and maybe give you some ideas. Again, none of this is necessary. We've already got the site laid out for the most part, but if you want to add some extra fun stuff to really allow people to know who you are as an author, these are fun ways to do that. And the more people engage with your website by either listening to a chapter or listening to a song clip or downloading a chapter, they're staying on your website. And that's kind of the key that you want people to do. You don't want them to just show up and turn around and bounce. You want them to engage with your content, spend some time getting to know you. And if you just have a website that really has nothing there for people, they have no reason to stick around.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It does. Do I want to put my Facebook stuff on there? Or?
Yeah. So have you started your Facebook page and all that stuff from Jordan?
I had a Facebook forever. So I just use that. I've been cleaning it up, trying to get any political shit off of there.
Can you send me those links so I can take a look at that, so I can make sure that those social media profiles are branded to what we're moving forward with as we keep unlocking or unleashing this stuff. Basically, we want to make sure that is it a personal Facebook profile or is it a business page?
Just me. It's the one I've had forever. I mean, there's nothing on there crazy.
Just like a friends and family one, you have to be added as a friend. We want to go ahead and get you started with an actual business page, because Facebook, if it engages you too much of a personal profile and you're doing some sort of business on that personal profile, they start to notice with the bots and eventually they'll shut you down. In your case, it's going to take a long time to get there because you're not doing marketing on your personal profile. But I always tell people, when you're creating a brand, you want to make sure you're consistent across all platforms, and you don't want to seem like you're, non-existent in the actual professional world. You're an established author. Established authors have business pages. You should be having this as well.
Business page?
Yeah. So if you look at her Facebook page here, this is going to take you to her business Facebook page, not her personal page. That's not what I want to do here. It's trying to get me to share it. So I'll show you the difference between mine real quick. Because obviously everybody has to have a personal page on Facebook to run a business page. And I know this isn't your world, so eventually you're going to have to think about hiring a social media marketing person or somebody to keep your content going. Otherwise, you're just going to die off and your book's not going to sell or any of that other stuff. So let me just give you, this is so slow. Okay, so this right here is my personal Facebook page. Anybody can add me, but I still have it somewhat geared towards my brand. You can see this is my colors. It's got my professional photos, but it's still a personal page. However, you can see, let me get this out of here. You can see that I run my business page right here, which would, show the validation that I am who I say I am. Takes you right over to my business page. So now you can see I'm an actual business owner over here. I'm not just a personal person, running a Facebook page. This is a legit business. You want to have the same thing going on. You want to make sure that you've got some sort of presence to showcase that you're an author. So you can create new business pages that are specifically for either a public figure. I think there is one for an author. Mine's a business layout. So it really just kind of depends.
I would pick a certain kind of page.
Yeah, Facebook gives you a couple of free templates, which are really simple, and they all kind of look the same. So if I was to kind of edit this page, and it's hard to looking at this, you can pick a few different layouts, and it just kind of depends on what you're trying to do. For me, I sell services, so I have a business page that showcases my services right out the gates. You don't really need a whole lot of that. And again, I'm not 100% sure where this stuff is right off the gates, but there's different layouts within here that you can go in through. And again, I would recommend when you're ready and you've got some money coming in the door from the book sales, start looking at hiring a marketing person or a social media marketing person specifically. That way they can do this stuff for you, because I know this isn't your world and it's just going to overwhelm you and make you pissed off more than anything.
The little bit that I'm doing now is driving me insane.
Totally. So that's what I'm saying. This is going to be one of those things you're going to have to hire somebody. If you want your book to sell and you want to stay relevant in this world, somebody's got to keep your content going. And it's just not going to be you, because that's not your area of expertise. I'm really bad about it myself because marketing is not my forte either. I have a degree in it and I can do it all day long, but I'm not passionate about it. So I'm not consistent, which is really bad. You can see I just posted before you and I got on this call, but I posted today, and before today, I hadn't posted since January 22nd. That's really bad in my world because I'm not staying relevant. My content's not being shown because I'm not staying in the algorithm saying, hey, I'm here, look at me. I should be doing the same thing I'm telling you. It is on my list of to-dos to hire a social media marketing person to come in and do this shit for me. I just don't have the time. It's just not my area of expertise. And I get enough referrals to where I've got clients coming in. But if I was on top of my social media marketing, I'd be overflow with clients. I wouldn't have enough time in the day to be able to get to everybody because my marketing would be bringing in so many more leads.
It does bring in, oh, I see leads. You said
Leads. Yeah, definitely. Because right now all my leads are referrals. They're word of mouth. If I had actual marketing dollars being used and spending on a budget, I'd be tripling my leads right now. I just don't have to work that hard because I'm really fortunate with, the one-offs that I get. I'm good enough to be able to take care of these one-on-one clients until I get the room for the next one. everybody's business model is different. So it's just kind of what's going to make sense for you. But as an author, you're going to, I'm sure you're going to be writing more books and you're going to be wanting to sell these books. So whether it's a PR person for you or a marketing rep, maybe it's both. That's stuff that you're going to have to be looking forward to if you plan on, making this a business and not just being a one-time writer.
Right.
Is that kind of making sense with what I'm throwing down at you? Okay. I got any questions for me so far?
So we put the music on the site that you're making. Is that correct?
Yep. I'm going to do.
All the songs will be there?
I don't think I would recommend doing that. I would recommend selling the CD. So like you're selling the book on Amazon, maybe that's how you sell your CD. I don't really know what your sales strategy is for that at this point. Have you thought that far ahead yet?
Sales strategy? What is that?
For actually executing, if somebody comes on and buys that CD from you, how is it going to get to them? Are you going to be the one that, packages that up and sends them a CD? Is it going to be a downloadable MP3? So nothing is.
That's what I'm thinking. Is just maybe put it on CD Baby or, iTunes or whatever.
That's what I would suggest is put it on iTunes and then we just send a link to iTunes to have them go buy it directly through iTunes.
That's right.
Do you know how to do all that or do you have somebody that's executing that kind of stuff for you?
Well, I did look at CD Baby and it looks like they put it up and make it available.
Okay.
For a fee. They put it on all those Spotify and all that stuff.
Okay.
So then I guess they'll just send me a link or something. I don't know.
That would be I've never heard of that company, so I don't know. But that to me sounds like probably your best bet because you and I both.
They load it on Spotify, iTunes, and all that stuff, and it's out of.
Dude, that's what I would do then. I would move forward with that.
The link I'll put on the website, right?
Yep, because once I have all these links, and Jordan already sent me the link to the book, so I'm good there. Once I have this link to the CD, I can start creating all the stuff on my end. So I just need to know where it's housed externally so I can get people from your website to those external links.
Right.
So we're good for that. As long as you can get that handled and sent over to me, I should be good there.
Then the only other thing is the quiz.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm glad you just brought that up. Okay, let's get in with that real quick.
How does that work?
Okay, so what I was thinking when you said that was an actual quiz that people engage with. So there's a lot of platforms right now. I'm actually working on one for my brand specifically. You can take this quiz where it's engaging. So it's a live quiz. I'm selecting my answers. It's auto-calculating, and it's going to spit out my results as soon as I'm done with this quiz. And I didn't know if that's what you were trying to do or if yours was a paper quiz that they're going to download and score themselves.
So what I'd like to do is have them enter in the information.
Okay.
They're in their answers.
So we do want this to be an engaging type of platform.
So because I want to see how people are reacting to the book.
Okay.
So that I can then sort of steer the rest of the story in a certain, whichever way seems to be the most engaging. Like if I'm going down a path that nobody's interested in, then I can adjust or I can add or subtract or whatever.
Okay. So the point of the quiz is to really find out who the reader or what the readers are, I should say how the readers are taking the book. So basically it's going to determine the sequel, right?
Sequel. And and that's what I put on there. It said what did I say? Something like, and I think the guy Wool, he did a book called Wool, and he did something like that where he had feedback. I'm not sure exactly how he did it, but he was just writing a few chapters here and there, and people would give him feedback, and so then he made the story kind of follow the interaction he had with people that were buying it. So I just want to see, first of all, it'll actually do a couple things. It'll tell me if the way that I'm writing is the way that it's coming across.
Okay.
I know I can be playing a piece of music and I feel this way, but then somebody else says, wow, I felt this one is like totally opposite of what I was trying to get across. So I don't know if the writing, it's like a mirror. I'm just trying to get feedback. What do they think? How is it affecting? Are the bad parts too bad?
Okay, so then that I'm glad that's why I wanted to hop on this call, because when I heard quiz, I went to a different place in my head. So and quiz is the correct word for lack of a better term, but it's not quiz like you're going to determine which character are you, which brand personality are you. It's help me determine feedback more than anything type of engagement. Okay.
And the way that it does, though, is that they sort of what did you think about this character's? What was his best trait? What was his worst trait? How would you have handled what happened with him differently?
Okay, so there's not really going to be, I just need to pull this up again, so I'm looking at this for
the primary goal is to get feedback on the writing and the story and the characters.
Okay, so, and that's where I needed to understand. So it's more going to be a survey than a quiz. That's probably the better way of looking at that.
All right.
Okay, so then perfect. Then we do not need to get a new platform for this. That's what I need to know, because basically if it's a quiz where you're going to have 4 different characters and each question is going to determine which character you come out as, then you need that engagement platform. With this, the way we're going now, all I need to do is create a form that they fill out directly on the site. And it sends the answers to you, and you automatically get the feedback in a form of, like an Excel sheet or something along those lines. Yeah. So you can engage with the answers as you need to. Okay, that's super helpful and much more cleared. Okay, so
is that easier? Is that an easier way?
Much easier, and you don't have to have any additional fees for it because everything can be done in-house. So that's the point that's what I really needed to find out. If you were to go the other route, we have to actually pay for the platform to be added in as what's called a plugin, and those things you have to maintain an annual fee on top of your website hosting and domain and all that other bullshit. So that's why I wanted to make sure we didn't need to, go buy this platform if we didn't need it. Gotcha. Okay, survey to get feedback. Perfect. That's super, super good news. Okay, that clears that up. I'm probably going to put that survey right on the homepage. I think we really call to action to bring that out and make that a full on, hey, if you've read the book, check this out, give us your feedback, help us determine the second and third books.
And wouldn't people be interested in giving their opinions?
100%. That's why I think we make that a focal point and really kind of direct them. Because basically you're going to have 2 people. You're going to have people who have already read the book coming to check you out and get more information on you. And then you're going to have the people who haven't read the book yet and they still want that more information and will probably bookmark that link or, save your site to come back after they've read the book. So I think that's an awesome idea because not only does it, create engagement, but it creates a reason for people to come back. Right. So that's a huge thing right there. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to touch base on is the email marketing. And this, again, falls into your marketing world. So once you collect these emails, so I think we're going to do a song. So, submit your email here and get a free song from the soundtrack. That's going to be collecting these emails for you. So at some point, you're going to need to send some emails to these people to engage with them, like a newsletter marketing type of format. And again, I know that's not your area, so you put on your list of to-dos, going to need to hire marketing, and email marketing is going to be included in that.
Been working on that a little bit. So.
Okay. So just want to make sure you know that you are going to be having an email list, but I don't have any strategy for you to utilize that list because that's not part of what I do. I just get it set up so you collect them.
Some ideas on that. And
cool.
He gave me a spreadsheet, and I've been putting all the emails in there. But I can't tell from the spreadsheet, can I just click on everybody's name, write or whatever, and send them all?
So what I'm going to do is, and I don't know if Jordan already created it or not, I think he mentioned creating you a MailChimp account. And basically MailChimp is a platform to collect these email addresses. It's like the third-party service. And it allows you to do all your email marketing within house. I use MailerLite, which is MailChimp's competitor. So both are the same. Both are really simple. Both are great for new entrepreneurs who don't have a huge email list. So either way, whichever route Jordan's going, I'll make sure to get with him. And then you can go into that, and that spreadsheet that you're creating will take that spreadsheet and import it into either MailerLite or MailChimp. And it's going to take all those email addresses and install them into your account under MailerLite. And then anytime you need to create a campaign, all you're going to do is say email website list. And it's going to take everybody from that list and put them in your email, and boom, you're off and running.
That's what I need to do.
Yep, totally.
Replies go where?
They'll go to whatever email we set up. So that's the other thing we want to make sure. We want to make sure you're using an email that you're getting access to, that you're able to see all the time. I always recommend creating one from your .com. So maybe an info@kellybrewer or kgbrewer.com or whatever the case is. If that's too confusing for you and you want to just stick to the Gmail you're using already, we'll just stay there and keep going with that. So those are your options.
So you wouldn't do it on Gmail, you'd do something else?
Well, basically it's still through Gmail, but you have to use your email domain. So for me, my email address is hey@alchemiccreations.com. It's not a Gmail, but I still use Gmail as my platform to actually engage in.
Okay.
So
I can
it's
call anything I want. I don't have to say at Gmail.
no, but you do have to, once you go that route, you will have to utilize the G Suite services through Google, which is $5 a month. So again, it's not a huge thing, but it's, one of those things that you can't really get around. If you want to have a professional domain, you've got to pay that service for Google to be able to talk to each other.
And what was the point of that again? I lost track.
To have a professional email. And that's not a make or break for you. If you want a professional email, that's the info
it can just go directly to
the Gmail you're already using.
Back. What is they going to respond back to?
If we keep it with your Gmail, it would be your Gmail address. If we add your info at KG Brewer, whatever the case it would be that one. It's whatever we choose to set it up as. That's totally on our end. So
kgbrewer.com at Gmail.
Well, you'd have to create that email address, but you could use that. I would not recommend doing that. I would recommend getting away from Gmail if you're going to go that route with the KG Brewer. If you're not, then just keep the Gmail you're using now, which I think is K Brewer, KG Brewer 92 or something.
I would probably just do a whole new one.
Okay. That's what I would suggest because it gives you a professional email. It's an at kgbrewer.com. So people know it's not a Gmail. It's not a bullshit email address. Because if you think about it like this, when you email Walmart, you're not emailing walmart@gmail.com. You know what I mean? You're emailing info@walmart.com or customer service @walmart.com.
You're saying you have to have a service to get that? You can't just use Gmail? Or you have to use Google?
Use Google G Suite, yes. So basically what you do is you go into G Suite and you sign up for the $5 a month, and basically then it allows you to sign into Gmail using your @domain.com. So I still go to gmail.com, but I log in with hey@alchemiccreations.com instead of hey@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I know it's kind of confusing. It's kind of a shit show of stuff, but we can set it up for you if you decide to go that route. So just let me know, and that's something I can totally set up for you, no charge. But you do have to do the charge on your end.
How much you do that?
Okay, so we want to set up G Suite.
Yeah.
I always recommend paying for the 12 months in advance if you can. It's $60, and then you don't have to worry about it. If you just set it up for auto deduction, just make sure you have an account that you always have at least $5 a month in. It's really affordable. It's really clean and easy, and you can't go wrong with Google. I mean, they've got all platforms covered for you. So just my little bit of advice there.
Yeah.
Do you like the idea of having the email be info@, or do you want to do Kelly @, or what's your thought?
Kelly at KG Brewer, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't just do KG Brewer?
Well, no, because kgbrewer.com is going to be the back half. So whatever that first half is going to be, it can be either Kelly, it can be info. You want to go info? Info at
and who will see that? That's just if I do the mass mail outs.
Well, we're going to make that your public email address. So we're going to put that on the website. That's going to be the communication. If anybody wants to publicly get in touch with you, they're going to send an email to info@kgbrewer.com. And I'll have all that set up for you, and we'll go through the training on all that when it's ready. Just make sure you have a note of that in the future. That's what you will be using.
Okay. I'm actually looking at somebody trying to get them in here, but we'll see.
Okay. And again, I'm happy to talk to anybody you bring on if they need some clarification, if it's a little too confusing for you. Like, you just let me know what's going to make it easier for you.
Young lady about like you, so y'all seem to have it. It's like,
we get on this whole other world, and it's just another language, and people are like, I don't know what's happening there. Just know we have you covered. That's the important thing.
Right.
We've got your back. Okay, so we've got email covered. We've got quiz covered. I've got copy coming from Tanya. I've got the feedback for the CD. Is there anything that you have questions on or need clarification so far?
So when they read the book and then it comes up to where they want to listen to the songs, are they going to go to the website or are they going to go to iTunes?
Well, and that's going to be up to you, because I don't know what the very end of the book says. Like, at the end of the book, is there a section that says, for more information on this, check out my website at kgbrewer.com?
think that's what it says. Yeah.
Okay. And if that's the case and you're ready to rock and roll, they'll just come straight here and we'll have everything funneling them to where we need them to go from there.
All right. Yeah, because you got Jordan. I think he put that in there. So.
Okay, good. Yeah. And again, Jordan will have all that stuff for me so I can add in whatever is needed at the end of that. I know you were sending over pictures. Let me just go through these real quick to make sure.
Terrible pictures. I take pictures like my mom. My mom always takes the pictures where one eye is closed or a mouth is open.
That's me too. I have like 12 chins in all my photos.
Right, right.
I'm good at it. My mom, she tells me I'm very photogenic. Where are these at? Okay, these pictures here. I just need more of them. And I don't know, because I mean, that's the problem right now. I've got the ones that you've seen on the website, and that's pretty simple. I mean, it's just the one of you. So if there's going to be more, do you think there will be, or?
I took some more, and I'm waiting to get sort of a processed version back. So
okay, send me anything and everything you can, and as high resolution as you can. So tell your photographer I need originals if possible, because I can't have low resolution photos that don't show up very well on the website. And then again, just send me as much as you can, because I'll be able to go through and pull what I can and cannot use. Like the musician one you sent me of you in black and white. That's not a very good one to be able to use because you're pretty blurry in it. So it wouldn't really do much to be able to showcase that on the website. I can still use a small portion of it, but I'm going to need some big photos for some background objects and things like that.
Big photos?
So meaning I'm going to need a lot of clarity. So I can't have any blurriness in it. How do I kind of explain this?
I like the one, that, I don't know, where I was over the water and I didn't even realize it, but the clouds going over were in the glasses.
Let me see.
Reflected in the glasses. I think I was laying on a diving board. And water is a big thing. Like I say, my business is water.
Yeah, if you can get any outdoor shots. Oh, I didn't even see this second one come through. Okay, yeah, I didn't even see the second email. Okay, these are cool. Yeah, these will work good. More of these. I see the one on the bike. What other ones? I don't see one by water.
Really?
Yeah, did you say I have?
I sent you 3 or 4.
I have 2 emails with 3 images in each of them.
And which ones are they? Can you show me?
One is, yeah, let me change email accounts here. Share my screen here. All right, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have this one here, this one here. And when I say big pictures, I mean ones with a lot of like room that I can work with. So basically what I would do in this aspect is I would move you as far to the left here as I can. So I have all this open room to create text on this, to create overlay. So if your photographer can take any shots with wide angles and extra blank space on the side, negative space, that would be really helpful. Instead of having you super centered all the time, like get a couple onto the left, a couple onto the right. Try and get a couple in front of plain walls if you can. So right now this has a lot of stuff going on in the background. I can work with that, but if you can get any against like a solid wall or anything like that, that'll help.
I understand.
Here's the other ones that I have. I have this one here. And this one is one I was talking about. This is too blurry for me to be able to really use. You can't really see enough of the definition of your face to really understand what's going on in this photo. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So if you have a clear, like cleaner one of you in your rock and roll stage, I need that because we do need to showcase that to some extent. This is a really good one as well. If you can get more space, like I was just talking about in a photo like this, that would be perfect. But again, I was able to use this image on the homepage already, so we're good to that extent. But those are the things I'm looking for when it comes time to photos.
And that's all you got, those?
Yeah, just those 6.
Wow. Because I know I sent probably another half dozen more.
No, those are the only 6 I have. Let me just double check going through. I have the ones of the book cover that you sent. Yeah, just the book cover. Excuse me. Yeah, and that should be everything I need from you. Just the MP3 file of the one song, the link for the iTunes or wherever you're going to sell that. So Spotify, iTunes. If you do both of them, give me both of them. And then the photos.
Right.
And then once I get your G Suite stuff ready to go with your email, I will need to have a credit card to put on file. So when we get there, I'll just reach out to you for that. And then that should cover everything I have on my end. What about you? Any other questions? Anything that you want to cover before we wrap this bad boy up?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I am going to send a wrap-up email to Tanya, so she's got the rest of the stuff she needs for me, and then it's just a waiting game at this point on my end from both you and her. So as soon as you guys get me the 2 things that I need from each of you, I'm rocking and rolling. Once I have everything in my house from both of you guys, I can have everything knocked out in probably 4 or 5 days. So it's going to be a real quick turnaround. Once I get all that stuff, I'll let you know, hey, I have everything in-house. I'm going to town. I will update you when it's ready for a peek. And then you and I will hop back on another call to go through it for your feedback. And then I'll make changes for that. We'll hop on another call to go through the rest of that feedback. And then by that point, we should be talking launch and ready to go.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Well, you know how to get a hold of me if you have any questions or if anything comes up. If your photographer needs to talk to me at all or reach out, or anybody else, feel free to shoot me a message and let me know. I'm here as you need.
All right. Thanks.
You are so welcome. I'll see you soon, Kelly.
Okay, bye.
Bye.